Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 37, verse 31. And the remnant that is escaped of the house of Jacob shall again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape of the mount out of Mount Zion, the zeal of Yahweh, Yahweh of hosts should do this. I like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Raham Kodash. Wadi Bashem Yahushua, forgiving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who deserved to want us, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing word of sincerity and truth, and being faith-based. And being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord lift up the whole foot into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Hey, I brought this out of the Lord to the course of this video. Make it edifying, build your faith up. I was watching a video of Pastor Tahar, and he mentioned the word remnant, and so I started going into the verse he mentioned, which was Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20, and it brought me to a few other precepts, and so I started with that precept, right, and which it was a beautiful thought in my mind. I was like, wow, because this is what's happening right now. We have escaped the hands through the spirit of Yahweh. We have escaped the hands of these other nations, man. And we are how you say putting our roots into the ground. It's a verse I'm thinking about. I forgot. I think it's Thessalonians. I can't remember what it's at, but I'm gonna find it. Because we are making root into the ground, and our fruits is coming up, and our fruit is our work. Okay, grounded and rooted. That's a verse. If I remember, I'm trying to think of that verse, where that's at. So I get. It's a verse similar like that. Salakia. Hey, Salakia, I found it. Ephesians, right? I was thinking about this verse, right? Because this is that remnant that's going to be grounded in Yahweh Yahushua, right? This is Ephesians chapter 3, verse 17. That Hamashiach Yahushua may dwell in your heart by faith, that ye being rooted and grounded in love. And that stuck out in my mind. That was verse right there, and I was like, wow. And it was a very spiritual moment. It was a very beautiful thought that the apostle, because he was watching the other elder brother, which I didn't get to see that video, but when I heard that, I thought about this verse right here, and it made me go more into the other verse that he read, which is the remnant. And that's how the remnant is grounded and rooted and grounded in Yahweh Yahushua. They're grounded, and we are grounded in. I'm one of those men, grounded, based upon, we all got our different situations, Satan coming at us from all different angles, so we always gonna be tested, And Al we pass a test every time, because you get caught up in some certain things, just regular stuff, things in life, man. And we hoping that the Lord is. You think about it, I remember Elder Yashua said that you may be doing something wrong, so you got to evaluate yourself. So this is what's going on. We are evaluating ourselves through the spirit of Yahweh Yahushua. All right. And the more we take hold of this in the spirit, the more rooted we are, the more grounded we are. Because we supposed to go through situations, man. Things is going to happen. And one thing you got to know how not to do, can't get can't lose your cool about it. So Salakia. All right. Here go another one. Galatians chapter 1, verse 3. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled. So that remnant is settled in this. That's what's happening. We're settled. I'm one of those men. I'm going to say it again. We're settled. And be not moved away from the hope. And that's another part that that the remnant have in Yahweh Shemel Shah, the hope in them of the gospel. The gospel is the good news, man. Which ye have heard. And we heard this, and then we started getting our own, we started laying root, planting ourselves and holding firm to this. And which was preached to you. And that's how we found out who our nationality was preached to us. Alright? It was prophesied to us. Alright? And that's how we got this. That's how we got to know what our nationality is and understand who our enemies is. And it's grounding us. And we didn't get offended at it. All right? That's another thing. We didn't get offended. It didn't offend us. What you mean that the white man is the red man? And, you know, it didn't bother us. Like, or what do you mean that the nigga woman can't, like, the end-dog woman can't wear flappy eyelashes and run around in the street? We ain't worshiping them. That we understood. Because now when we went through the scriptures, we saw it in the book. The words was in the book. It covered, the scriptures cover all angles. All right. Let's read this again. Oh wow. What's even on this? Galatians chapter 1, verse 23. If ye continue in faith and settle and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am a minister. And we became ministers now. That's what when we go out in the highway, we're rooted in, and we standing firm for Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's what's going down right now. So that's us. We the remnant in that, and we don't want this. I'm one of those men because I seen great examples. All right, here's another one that just came to mind. Let me find this one. Salakia. Hey, this is not the one I was looking for. I just couldn't find it. Salakia. But I'm gonna read this one. This one's pretty good. At 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For even hereunto ye were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. All right. So his steps is to go out there on the highways and the byways and prophesy, pulling the remnant. Because remember, he told Peter, he said, feed my sheep. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right. So that's what we're doing. We're going to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which makes logical sense. It was another one, even so. I just can't remember. Well, that was a good one. I was trying to find another one, but yeah. So we're rooted in this, based upon our faith and our hope, you know, and that's what makes our root go deeper, you know. Hoping, and we see all these great examples, like, you know, a few brothers put up videos, you know, lots of brothers put up videos, but you get those videos up, and it helps you build your faith up. It helps you bring out topics and be so dynamic, man. You know, hey, the Wadi Abba Shemel Shah for our apostles who are examples after Yahweh Shah. years, like 2,000 years later. Are we now? That's how you know this is a part of a miracle. All right, that Yahweh Shem El Shah is put right before, presented right before the eyes, everybody's eyes. You know, we looking like, wow, are we really doing this? This has to be this is, you know, you look back at yourself, you're like, wow, did I say that? But that's how you know it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shah. You know? All right. That remnant has escaped, right? That's what's happening right now. We escape the hands of our enemies through the spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shah, through understanding who we are. Because the 2/3 don't understand who they are. They steal the hands, the clutches of Esau. Right? It's an awesome verse that, I love this verse that just popped in my head. All right, let's read it. And was it 2 or 4? All right. It says, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. In whom the God of this world, right? Of this world. All right. Now, when you go into that word world, G165, which is eon, unbreakable age, the world of the God of this age. All right. The world, universe, the period of time, the period of a time, an age, this age, the God of this age. And who's the God of this age? Esau. Right? In whom the God of this world has blind the mind of them which believe not. And they have, through their philosophies and through their madness, you know, you think about it, you know, they always change history. They always they put that picture of Caesar Borgia over power. You know, that's them. You know, lest unleash the light of the glorious gospel, which is the good news of Hamashiach Yahushua, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. And that's what they can't. It's not shining unto them because they're blind of this world. So the remnant is rooting in. So they escape and they're rooting in with Yahweh Yahushua. Grounded, standing in firm ground with Yahweh Yahushua and Abba Razab, one of those men. All right. The next verse clarified that this is of Yahweh Shema Shah. Verse 5. For we preach not ourselves, but Hamashiach Yahushua, the outer one. Right? And ourselves servants for Yahushua's sake. See? That's how you know we're doing this in the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. It's his will. Their will. Let's get it correct. All right, so that just popped out, Salakia. And this for these thoughts too. Hey, just through the spirit, Yahweh Shah, he do bless his men. He do, you know, whatever situation you're in, the Lord, he put you in those situations and see how you're going to react. You know, and I hope, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, I always hope that I'm doing the right thing. All right. So let me see. I don't know. Did I read this right? I don't know if I read this verse. Yeah, let's read this, and I'm gonna go back to what the point was that Apostle Hall brought out, and because later after this I watched the video. Cause I didn't get to watch the whole. I just heard this verse. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 20. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 10 verse 20. So, and let me take these verses, these precepts, and the precepts started popping in my head, and I was like, wow. That was very, very spiritual. All right. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 1. Except yet the Lord Yahweh Yahushua of hosts hath left unto us a very small remnant. And he's done that. This is a very small remnant. Out of sand of the sea, your number as the sand of the sea. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. And we lucky we're not like that. Because there goes Sodom and Gomorrah got obliterated. Ain't no more over there. It's like sofa over there. You know, I heard you can light a match and the ground still burn. That's some fire for that ass. So the Lord did get us up. He did have mercy on us. All right? He did. And that's what we're glad about. That's what he's so grateful about. Grateful about. The body of Hashem Shah for this opportunity of doing this. Because, hey, man, so many things happen. Satan be interrupting all types of shit. And you be looking like, damn, Satan, you know, I know you're going to and fro, but I want to go rebuke you in the name of the Hashem Shah. That's right. I'm going to end it with this one because it was a word that stood out. I'm about to say I can get it out. Salakia. All right, it says Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20, and it should come to pass in that day, this day, that the remnant of Israel that the remnant of Israel, as such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, should be no more against it upon him that smote them. All right, and them is Esau. All right, now, but should stay upon the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, the Holy One of Israel. Now, this word "stay" stuck out to me, and I was just thinking. All right, it said H 8172. Sha'ain, right? Sha'ana, right? It says to lean on, trust in, support. That's why the remnant is not, we trusting in Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're not trusting in the Edomites. Right? To lean upon, support oneself. Of trust in Yahweh. See? Figuratively. See? We trust in Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's our stead. So that's what's happening right now. And like I said, when Apostle Paul mentioned this verse, it triggered a lot of verses. And that was very spiritual. All right? And it should come to, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20, and it should come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel should, as such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, should no more again stead upon him that smote him, but shall stead upon the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, the Holy One of Israel. And that's what's happening. And this is the most ultimate thing that's going down right now. Because like I said, we didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. You know? So now I know. And I'm looking at it like, wow, this is what we're supposed to be doing. All right? Verse 21, let's end with this one. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power Yahweh Yahushua. So that's what's happening. I like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash, the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for giving us apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim, Wa Ba Ba Bo.